So, can you transplant sunflowers? Can you get your dogs to stop barking to make your video? Somebody doesn't want to plant sunflowers, somebody wants to play the ball. But in my garden here, I've got volunteer sunflowers and I want to transplant them, and some people tell me you can, and some people tell you you can't. So, which can you do? Let's find out. Make, fix, grow, cook. GardenFork. I'm being dive bombed by deer flies, but I'll link to this below. It really works.
We've only got 2 so far. We'll check again at the end.
So, when you get sunflowers in your garden, you're like, oh, I'd really like to transplant that. This is what happens, right?
Mm-hmm.
They go, all right, you know.
Sad.
We did a test. I want to show you what I'm doing here, okay? It's exciting, right?
Show us what you're doing, yes.
The camera operator is getting over her laryngitis, so her voice is a little husky. Step 1, dig a hole. You want to go to your transplant bed. This is some leaf mulch. We've talked about making leaf mulch and leaf mold and compost bins. And dig yourself deeper than you usually do.
You mean deeper than a seedling hole? Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I mean deeper than the trowel here. There's a reason for that. I'm going to show you a second.
That's pretty easy to dig, isn't it?
That's because we have raised beds. Of course, we have videos about that. The links will be at the end of the show and below. But plus, if you notice, I'm sitting on the edge of a bed here. So it just, for me, it makes gardening much easier. I have some back issues, so I can just kind of sit here and I can reach in.
How old are you?
Older than I want to be. I feel like a 22-year-old knucklehead, but I'm older than that, so.
22.
Speaking of knuckleheads. Henny, oh, that's Charlie Puppy. These are some volunteer sunflowers that are in my kale bed. And the kale is being eaten by something, so I asked in our GardenFork Facebook group about this. People think it's cabbage loppers that are eating this.
Loppers?
Lopers? I don't know. If you have suggestions, please comment below about what is eating my kale.
Spell it, please.
K-A-L-E. Cabbage lopers? L-O-P-E-R-S, or loopers? Cabbage.
Those are lopers.
What do you guys think? Let me know below. But back to the important part, transplanting. These sunflowers, you let them grow, they'd be great. And we have a dedicated sunflower bed. There's some commenters that were like, you have a garden bed that's just sunflowers? Yes, we do. This is the root of a sunflower. It's a, it's a big plant, but there's actually a very tiny, super tiny thread-like roots that when you transplant, you need to bring these along. That's why I take this giant hunk of dirt here, because these very tiny thread-like roots are in here. Let's go transplant. Hi. I haven't dropped it yet. So then we push. I want contact between the soil of the sunflower roots and the soil we're pressing it into. And I'm making a little trough here. Excuse me. Quick, back there. So this is kind of indented lower. So it's like a little moat. So when I water, the water collects here rather than running off somewhere. And then I just bring in my leaf mulch again. This is from last year. It's really nice. We have a video, of course, about a DIY compost bin with leaf mulch. I have to throw the ball again.
That's classy.
It was cheap. So the key thing here is you have to water this after you put it in. That might be obvious to some of you, but to some people it's not. But here's what I've discovered. You need some water, yes, but you also need to boost it up a little bit with some fertilizer. And I'm a big fan of fish, fish
It says fish poop.
And my Labrador is barking. There is some controversy about whether dredging oceans just to make fish emulsion. I don't know about that. Chemical fertilizers or a time-release fertilizer. But I think to get over the initial shock of the transplant, you should have something that dissolves in water. And I've got the fish emulsion manure here. So see how we made it a little lower than the rest of the garden?
Yeah.
And I'll put the water in, and then the water stays there. It doesn't run away anywhere. It just sits there, and it goes right to the roots of our sunflower. You could also do some time-release fertilizer. They don't need a lot. Or you could do the evil chemical blue stuff, which works as well. You want to get over the initial shock of the transplant. It's kind of like you being uprooted out of your house and being dumped in another house, and you need some food, right?
You always need food.
I really need some food right now. Fertilizer and water. Let me show you the results of transplants from 2 weeks ago, okay?
Is this like an unveiling? That's a drum roll.
Ta-da!
Veritable crop.
We went from this to this. I think that's pretty good. I mean, we're just taking a bunch of volunteers. We have a dedicated, this would be like a cutting flower bed, and it was free, you know? So there should be some more gardening videos floating here. Let me know what you think. How do you transplant? How do we kill those cabbage lopper things?
How do you spell it?
And send us tennis balls, please, because obviously we don't have enough of them.
Watch what you wish for.
Make it a great day.